Thank you so much for joining me to discuss The True Talent, which is the documentary television show I'm attempting to get greenlit. Netflix has asked us to put together a program about people who have lost on varying talent shows but have still gone on to great success. So let's get started. With something very important: expenditures. A lot of the money will be going towards actual production and the talent that we acquire, so the top 5 expenditures will be talent, labor, transport, food, and advertisement. Talent is an obvious one because we are going to pay these people that we interview and document. Labor is a big umbrella term which means all the people who will work on the project, including editors, camera crew, directors, producers, PAs, and etc. Transport will include the transport of equipment and people and will cover the cost of rental vehicles, gas, and maintenance. The food expenditure will cover craft services for the cast and crew, and advertisement will be used for marketing and commercial ads to gain excitement and anticipation for the airing of the program. Now let's talk about the approximate timeline. Development is going to take about a month. During that time, we will meet and decide the subject matter we're looking for and what we are looking to achieve in the show, as well as think about potential subjects and how to keep viewers interested. Pre-production will take about 2 to 3 months as we assemble the crew, lock in the cast, and rent workspaces, venues, and equipment. Production itself will take about 3 months in order to see what the subjects are currently working on and delve deep into their backgrounds. Post-production and distribution will take about 6 months combined. The editing process should be quick and maybe take only 2 or 3 months, but we're going to want time to fine-tune and work with music and advertisement before we launch the final project. The whole project should take at a minimum 12 months. Now, why is our concept unique? Well, it's unique because truly you never really get the backstory on the rise of a celebrity. It'll be interesting to give an audience a backstage pass to celebrity life, and it can also be inspirational, as it shows that no is never definite. Investors will be intrigued by how our subjects capitalized on their 15 minutes of fame and turned it into a steady and financially rewarding career. So let's talk about how to break down the episodes. I chose to make it a 10-part docuseries, so I plan on splitting the episode into segments. For example, the first 4 episodes will focus on their time in the competition. The next 3 after that will be on their life after the competition and their rise from the ashes. And then the final 3 episodes will ease into future projects and end on an inspirational note. So, I'm sure you're wondering who we decided to follow. Our first contestant is going to be Trixie Mattel. Trixie is a drag queen from Wisconsin who found stardom after appearing in Season 7 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Trixie was eliminated in Episode 4. Eliminated contestants got a chance to re-enter the competition through a challenge in which Trixie won, and she re-entered the game in Episode 8, only to be eliminated once again 2 episodes later. After the show, she went on to start a YouTube series called with another Season 7 favorite, Katya, and now they have their own television show on Viceland. Trixie is currently back in the game, competing on RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 3. Our next subject is Tori Kelly. Tori Kelly was only 16 when she tried out for American Idol. She made a good impression on the judges and made it to Hollywood Week. Unfortunately, during Hollywood Week, she was booted from the competition because Simon said that her voice was annoying. Tori started uploading singing videos to YouTube and Vine and gathered a big following. She produced her own EPs, wrote her own music, and refused to sign with a record label after being dropped from one at age 14. Finally, Scooter Braun got her to sign with his management company, and now she's represented by the same people who represent Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber. She released her debut full-length album, Unbreakable Smile, in 2015. Our last subject will be Todrick Hall. Todrick Hall auditioned for American Idol in 2009 and made it into the semifinals after wowing judges. He was eventually eliminated in the top 16, but he didn't let that stop him from becoming one of the most famous creators of today. Todrick joined YouTube in 2006 and currently has over 2.5 million subscribers. Through his YouTube rise to prominence, he has created many great videos, including Disney parodies, flash mobs, covers, and an original musical that put a modern twist on The Wizard of Oz. Todrick got his own MTV show in 2015, has starred on Broadway, and is currently a guest judge and choreographer on RuPaul's Drag Race. So let's talk about producers. When it comes to filming a docuseries, I would want to choose to work with Endgame Entertainment. They have a lot of work under their belt in many different genres, and they are responsible for producing my favorite documentary, Every Little Step. They've shown to give significant creative control to the director after a vision has been locked into place, and I can't wait to work with them. So let's talk about directors. If I were to choose a dream director for this project, I would choose either Michael Moore or Ava DuVernay. I highly respect them both as creators. Michael has a significant history with documentary directing and really knows how to bring emotion into filmmaking. And Ava is still up and coming, but has been at the helm of a couple brilliant nonfiction series and documentaries of herself. So now let's get into staffing requirements. We'll obviously need a director, a production company, editors, and a film crew. If the budget allows, we'll also hire smaller production hands like grips and production assistants. We will also need to employ hair and makeup for subject if the budget allows. So how are we going to edit this all together? I am a big fan of Adobe Suite, so we will most likely use a combination of After Effects and Premiere. And After Effects will be mainly used for motion graphics and any other computer-generated imagery we need to insert, while Premiere will be utilized for a bulk of the straight editing. For music, I would probably just stick with Logic Pro, but that'll be a conversation I have with the composer. Speaking of composers and music, a lot of my subjects are singers, so I feel as if a bulk of the non-composed music will probably just be from the artists we interview, obviously within copyright laws. For a composer, I'd like to take a chance and use a dear and personal friend, William Padera. Will has his master's in composition from Columbia College in Chicago and has arranged for me in the past. He has a huge knowledge base and his compositions remind me of a young Hans Zimmer. I know it's a risk, but I have complete faith that he will be able to bring this project to life through his music. And finally, let's talk about post-production facilities. Next Thought Studios is a production company based in Oklahoma. I would love to consult with this company as they have a lot of documentary experience. They also offer equipment rentals and are able to utilize their production crew instead of hiring out. I think this might be more fiscally responsible instead of trying to hire freelancers and contractors. I appreciate your time and thank you in advance for any and all consideration. Have a great day.